See you, TMG.
Anyway, we're gonna do our team of the season so far. So we're gonna go from position. We're gonna play 4-3-3. You know, every panel person will nominate a player, and we can get a team of 11 together. And we can see our team of the season so far. You know, unbiased. You know, we're not gonna just put the stats. I saw some teams of the season so far have Havertz in it, and
You put that there.
my BBC put Havertz in the team of the season. So
For what?
he's got some good performances this
See,
season.
all these so-called experts, experts. So listen to them. Just because they say expert next to their name or in an article doesn't mean they're an expert. They don't know what they're talking about.
Carragher never put Foden in, and then there was a lot of arguments.
I thought about Foden, so I don't see too much.
And there were a lot of arguments. Someone was saying Smith Rowe over him.
Smith Rowe is up there, yeah. He's got good stats.
Always got it on there. But you know, let's go. So goalkeeper, who do you have as a goalkeeper this season so far?
I have the girl.
You have De Gea.
Yeah, he played really well.
You have De Gea.
Yep, up there.
Oh boy, I did not consider him at all.
Really?
I had between Ramsdale and Edison.
I think you have those guys, yeah.
My one was De Gea and Ramsdale.
De Gea and
Ramsdale's
Ramsdale.
up for me, yeah.
Why are people putting De Gea? Man United. It's just because Man United are getting pammed. That's
Without De Gea, Man United would be further down.
But
You know?
every time De Gea gets put, it's because Man United are bad. He's a good keeper. Shot stopper. And when there's big pressure, that's it. That's when he comes there. But when the team is good, he makes mistakes.
Yeah, but he's been good.
It's been
this
good
season.
So you're saying De Gea is the goalkeeper this season?
Between him and Ramsdale.
No Mendy? Better than Mendy?
Mendy's made a couple of mistakes this season. Mendy's up there, I guess, but I think it's more to his defense has been solid.
No, Alisson.
Alisson's made mistakes, but he hasn't been that great.
Fabianski, no shout out to Fabianski.
He's been solid.
I think. How about Wolves keeper? Salah.
He's been pretty good, to be fair.
He's been good. They've been keeping a lot of clean sheets.
Yeah, they've got the second most
Clean sheets. And they got the highest shot saving percentage.
They've got the best goals conceded, second best to City.
So we're going De Gea, yeah? Two people said De Gea. No Ramsdale.
No,
I thought about Ramsdale, but De Gea was
it was between Ramsdale and De Gea.
De Gea's the one that stuck in my mind. So I'm going to go De Gea.
So, okay. De Gea is the keeper. Okay. I think this is the most contentious spot. Probably right back. Who's guys got him right back?
Reece James.
You going Reece James?
Yeah.
Anything?
Is Cancelo a right back or a left back?
I think he's played the majority of his games at left back.
I mean, he's like Philip Lahm. He can play both.
He could play both.
But naturally, he's a right back, yeah.
Yeah, naturally he's a right back.
This is why, sorry to interrupt. This is what I'd say for, especially wingers, you should be able to play both sides. Fullbacks, you should be able to play. As long as your left foot's not crap, you should be able to play both sides. That's how some people say. So, you should be able to play both sides.
But you want your fullbacks to overlap. Do you get what I mean? The reason why Cancelo is an anomaly is because the way of City play is like, oh no, your fullbacks are inverted. Normally, what you want is with the modern day winger, because your modern day wingers come inside, cut into the box. You want your fullback to be an option. Overlap.
Yeah,
so
that's a good option. But if you're
right footed on the left,
no, but let's say football players should be able to use both feet. That's what they've always told me. If you cannot put a good ball in the box from out wide, I'm not saying from the touchline. I'm saying kind of in between the touchline and the edge of the box. You should be able to put a decent ball in with your weak foot. If you can't do that, then I don't know. But even then, you can go there. You can fake back into your right. Most guys will think you're left footed. Blah blah blah. It can work. I mean, if you're a moderately intelligent footballer that has a decent weak foot, you can play that. I don't really see why guys are so that they're allergic to playing on the wrong side for them.
You put Trent on the left back.
He should be able to play that. His left foot's alright. Yeah, he should be able to play that.
I can't imagine him playing left back.
Huh?
I can't imagine him ever playing left back.
You should be able to play both sides, especially for wingers. Wingers, there's no excuse. Fullbacks a bit less, but wingers, there's no excuse. You should be able to play both sides.
Wingers normally play
both sides. Some guys say, like for example, because you know when Robin came out, Robin only plays one side. No, when Robin first at Chelsea, was left side.
Left side, yes.
Then he really made his right side. But now once he made his right side, obviously I don't know, people are less the casuals per se. They don't say, he can't play left side. He played initially at the left side. Ribery can play both sides. Ribery was both footed, to be fair, but you should be able to play both sides.
When Robin came, wasn't Duff there?
He was there.
So Duff played in the left.
No, he did.
Duff played on the right.
They moved around, but Robin played. I remember Robin being on the left a lot as well.
Wait, Duff is left footed as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So Duff was playing on the right.
He was playing on the right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, you should be able to play
I'm
that
trying
side.
to think because I thought that. Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's changed, like you said. They want inverted wingers these days.
Yeah, that's why Salah plays on the right. And
Yeah.
Mane plays on the right.
Mane can play both sides.
Mane can play both sides. He's
People-
both footed.
Salah say the people say Salah can't play the left, and I find it.
It doesn't matter if Salah plays the left. It depends on the matchups.
I mean, you, obviously, I understand you'd be more dangerous on one side. I can understand that, but the way I see it, especially back when I was playing for manager, back when I have my teams, if I have two good wingers, I want them to play both sides. For example, if there's a fullback that's getting the better of one of my wingers, I'll be like, okay, switch it around and have a go at this guy, and then switch it around. If this is the weaker guy, have a go at this guy, and then we can get a breakthrough somewhere. So you need to be able to play both sides. That's just me, and I don't know.
No, I do the same thing. But
Yeah.
I don't do it like that. I do it every game. I tell all of my attackers just rotate.
Oh, you rotate. Yeah, of course you do during the game, but I'm saying it should happen naturally. But if they haven't done it yet, I'm saying, okay, this fullback's be pretty solid. Other one's pretty weak. The guy who started there is not really exposed that weak one too much.
That's a Man City thing.
Let's switch it around. I mean, teams used to do that a lot. But
They don't do that now because teams play a lot more structured football.
No, you can still just switch around. Let's say in the corner, switch around and still play within that structure. But you should be able to be comfortable on both sides. You never know what you can get from switching.
Teams play a lot more structured
Confusion, because when for example, if you have, because not everyone's the same build. Like some people are quick, some people are more technical. The fullback is having great joy against your, let's say, technical fullback, and secretary to your technical winger. If you now come up against a guy that's more pacey and direct, you might have struggled, and vice versa. So, I mean, they should really consider that for sure. They should really, really, really consider that.
Like having your wingers switch sides.
They should. I mean, having wingers comfortable playing both sides. I mean, I think it should become a practice, but we don't know.
Okay, centre backs. Who are your centre backs?
Diaz and Van Dijk.
Diaz and Van Dijk.
Yeah.
No, Rudiger.
Because he plays in a three,
You got back three tacks. Everyone's trying to give Rudiger the back three tacks.
I'm not sure. Because whenever I've seen him in a two, he seems a bit shaky to me. Like, not shaky, but he seems a bit
solid.
rash.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying. Like, you can see that a mistake could happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it will happen, but it could happen. Whereas with Van Dijk and Diaz, I'm calm.
Are you sure with Van Dijk and Diaz? Are you sure with Diaz? Because I saw Diaz get spun. So let's spun Diaz and Laporte together, both of them.
Yeah, that happens.
It happens, yeah.
Being spun is part of football. I'm talking about mistakes.
Okay.
Like mistakes like errors that lead to goals or something.
Mm-hmm.
I feel a little bit of shakiness with Rudiger. With Van Dijk, I don't feel
No
it.
shaking.
With Diaz, I don't feel it. Even with Matip, I don't feel it with Matip as well.
You think Matip is...
He's
become
a
a lot-
serious.
He's become a lot more solid.
He is
and
serious.
put Joe Gomez deep on the bench.
Yeah, he is serious.
Because maybe the fifth guy off the bench now.
Yeah.
Kanate is doing well as well.
Any honourable mentions outside of the Diaz?
I mean, I didn't have those guys. Well, no, I had Rudiger, but I didn't have Diaz. I had Thiago Silva.
So you had an old Chelsea centre back.
So I thought about Diaz. So you put Diaz and Van Dijk in the stadium. I thought about Diaz and I thought about Van Dijk. I had to put Rudiger in there. And Thiago, maybe they said the back three tags, but Thiago Silva.
He's been solid. Every time he plays, he's very, very good. He's very solid. Like
Maybe I'm biased.
He directs.
I love Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Not even just a Brazilian thing. I love Thiago Silva. I think, like I said, during the last decade, he's, like I said in the spaces, in the art of defending, he's comfortably a better defender than Ramos. However, Ramos has won the trophies. He's this, he scores goals, he does this, but does that. But just the art of defending, he's a better defender than Ramos.
No Gabriel or White in these.
No, you have to be realistic.
No Sanchez.
There's levels to this.
Davison Sanchez.
Nah, who do you have? What?
No, Davison Sanchez has been good since.
According to who scored ratings, he's up there.
He's one of them great.
Spurs.
Yeah, bro. He's rated highly.
No.
I had Van Dijk and. Did I have my second one? I think I had Van Dijk and Rudiger. Yeah, but I had Van Dijk. I had Rudiger purely because he's probably been the best defender this season.
For Chelsea or in the league?
In the league. I think as a defender, he's been the best.
Yeah.
But as you said, it's the back three. It's like he's invented a new defensive position because he's like he's like a roamer in the back line. Like, because of what he does, Chelsea doesn't need a CDM. You get what I mean? Because he just breaks down everything in front of him. Like, he's allowed to, because of the other centre backs around him. You know, when he plays with Chalobah and Silva or a Christensen and Silva, like, he's allowed to be the one to sort of order fires in front of him. Like, and he got the legs to cover. So I had really good there. You know, it's been good.
Good point you made. The legs to cover. That tells me he won't really age well.
Yeah, obviously, he doesn't defend with his mind. He's not a Silva like Thiago Silva. You know, with some players, they're a step ahead.
Yeah.
But some people players, their athleticism saves them. Like for example, Kyle Walker. Guys say Kyle Walker makes a mistake and his athleticism bails him out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some players have that about them.
But he's a supreme athlete. He's what 32, 33, and he's still going strong. He doesn't like slowing down.
Yeah, see, some people have them about them. Like they can make mistakes, and because you're an athlete, you got space. You got the margin of error is larger for you. Like you can make that error and you can sort it out. Do you get what I mean? That's why I would prefer. That's why even Kyle Walker to me the best defensive right back in the league because
Defensive right.
yeah, because he's the one that can cover. Like even above James, I would have Walker.
Do you know what? I'd actually put Tomiyasu up there. In fact, if we're just on defending, Tomiyasu.
But his matchups, Son, against him, Mane.
Son didn't eat against.
He scored, bro. Son.
It doesn't through him.
He was on his side.
No, just they put a cross through.
It was on his side, bro.
Yeah,
It came through him inside.
No, because they put a cross through the left
Brighton,
side.
he had an awful game.
Brighton, what's because they put a cross through the left side and Son's in the middle of the box. You expect Tomiyasu to be in the middle of the box.
But the goal came from his side.
It doesn't matter.
No, the goal came from his side. They came from his side.
You're not going to stop.
They beat him on his side for the cross to come.
No, you're not going to stop every single cross in the game.
Mane.
You've got to put a cross in and the guy scores in the middle of the box. Oh, it's your fault. Mark this guy.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault that every winger against him has scored. Is it my fault?
I'm talking about the
every league player winger against him has scored from his side.
So the someone is not. I'm on the count that. The other ones you may have more credits, but just because a cross comes through and the guy's basically playing a striker role, you're gonna say, "Oh, it's your fault, your fault." Like, I mean,
he was defending. Tommy has been good anyway. He's helped Arsenal because he's allowed other players to go forward.
Yeah.
Left back.
Wait, so who was our right back? Who did we decide on?
I think we was some people. I think he made a point. Who was right
I put
back?
Reece James.
We put Reece James.
You put Reece James.
I was gonna say Cancelo, but
I want to put Cancelo left back.
I'm gonna put him left back.
Yeah.
And I like to attack Trent.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Trent.
I mean, that's for Reece
The
James.
ultimate football fantasy player.
I just feel.
Every game.
People say attack. I mean, Reece James got 4 goals, 5 assists. Trent's got 9 assists, 2 goals. So just a tiny bit.
Assist today.
So even more 12. Just a tiny bit more prolific or offensive end. But defensively, the gap is way wider than
Yeah, it is, of course.
However, in saying that, Trent does control games to the right side like Reece James can only dream of.
Ridiculous.
So I do understand that.
But when Reece James is an attacking force, he's got more. I think he's got more goals about him than Trent. That's me personally. When he gets into attacking position, I think James is a better ball striker. As in, like his shot is more fierce.
He does
than
got.
Trent.
No, what I think happens, he does have. They both have good shots. Trent is a better ball striker. However, Trent doesn't really get into the box per se like James. Reece James makes more overlapping runs. Trent, they give him to the box. They give him to the ball deep.
Yeah.
David Beckham-ish, cross it in. That's all. And because they give him the ball a lot.
His delivery, as I say, Trent's delivery of the ball is better than James. I believe as a pure shot, James has got a better shot than Trent.
I don't know. So Trent's go against Newcastle.
Have you seen James? You see what James did against Newcastle?
Yeah, but that was
he was blasting.
It was a tight angle, but it was
And Juventus as well. He balled out.
Yeah, but I said he gets an opportunity to have like goal scoring opportunities. That makes sense.
Okay, okay. So we've got Trent right back. Left back, I think everyone's gonna say Cancelo.
Yeah, easy money.
Easy money. So that was easy. Cancelo might be my player of the season. He might be the player of the season. He might be. You know, I can't even. If we had to pick between the City guys, he's probably the one that you probably pick out of them. CDM, who do you have?
Oh, it's tough.
Some people have Rice. Some people have, Rodri. Some people, no one's got Party. He had an awful start to the season.
Yeah. I have literally it was between.
Hoiberg's your outside his pace. He's been good.
It was between Rice and Rodri.
Are we having one CDM? 4-3-3 in it.
Yeah, one. Indeed, he's been good.
It was between Rice and Rodri. I'm gonna go with Rice. Like a DR.
Do you know what I need?
So check his dad.
I need what do the Italians call it? Is it track regista?
Regista.
Yeah, give me Rodri, man.
I'm gonna have to go Rodri. I think he's been supreme this season. I think this has been his best season in England, and he's just commanded.
Is his third season or second?
Is it third? I think it's his third.
Third.
I think if we're calling it his third, isn't it?
So
taking him 2 seasons to that, but he's been supreme. Like on the ball, he's actually understanding the spaces more.
He's only 25.
Yeah, he's young. It's
Well,
got.
he did spend a lot at Atletico Madrid. They didn't spend one season at Atletico Madrid. Yeah.
They didn't spend too long. Villarreal to Atletico, then Atletico to City. He's on the ball supreme, and he just understands pet ball a lot. With any partner in the midfield, he just works.
Yeah, this is third season. Yeah.
With any partner in the midfield, it just works.
He's doing the Busquets role.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
He just even his legs, his athleticism has kind of seemed to improve, which is kind of just weird.
Scary.
It's scary. But Rice got obviously a good shout. It's been very good this season, obviously. You know, and his team's been doing well, so you can't even complain about that. Aside from that, the CDMs, I don't even know how many like defensive deep line playmakers or ball winning midfielders are there that play that. Well, Phillips has been injured for a long time this season.
Kante's been in and out, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Fabinho's in and out. Fabinho, yeah.
Fabinho,
He's a show.
it's a shout. But I don't know. Liverpool, I don't really think of Fabinho that much this season.
So who was the other centre back after Rudiger?
We had Van Dijk. I think two people mentioned Van Dijk.
Yeah.
And then, so we're saying Rodri CDM. So our two CMs, how do you want to play this? Do you want a kind of like an 8 and a 10?
So you could have obviously midfielders because there's a lot of different variations. You could have gone a flat 3. You could have gone obviously an 8 and a 10. Because I could have found a way to put Rodri and Rice in the team.
I'm gonna go 8 and 10 because so my 8, Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, I had Bernardo as well.
KDB.
This season. I think he may get end of the season.
End of the season, but before this, Bernardo's been better than KDB.
I don't know, man. That goal yesterday.
He's only just started to turn it on though. Bernardo's been good for the beginning. KDB just starting to just like find his gears.
No, he's different, man. When I watch him, I just
like it. There's no nice feet. I see the way I see him is just like when KDB, what KDB does with the ball, it's just everything with him is decisive. Like he's doing it with a purpose. You know?
Precision.
Yeah, with a purpose. Precision with a purpose. Like he has an idea of what he's gonna do with the ball when he gets it, and you know, that's what you want from any player you have on your team. Like
I mean, I love KDB. I've sung his praises.
He's been bad this season though.
He's been
It's not been his best season, but
he's been trying to recover from injury and fitness and all that, whatever. My only, because I hold KDB in such high regard, I need to see him do this in Champions League finals, and I need to see him do this for Belgium.
The finals.
That's what we'll take.
Taken out by what?
Yeah, that's not unfortunate, but that's what. But also Champions League when they got knocked out by who was it last year, the year before?
they made it to the final last year.
The year before that, sorry.
When they got locked out by Leon,
stuff like I need him.
He scored though. It was Sterling that cost them.
It's true, but he may not be his black point, but I need him to have the big moment to win a Champions League, to win a trophy for Belgium. Because if he wins those stuff, it takes him up to now talking about all-time great levels. Because he's not there yet. Because you can't just do it in the Premier League. You can't just be a local champion. You need to do it internationally.
Local champion Pep.
Pep. I mean, Pep's got 2 Champions Leagues, but I can tell you...
He's a local champion.
No, but what stops Pep from me putting him over Alex Ferguson? He hasn't got that extra Champions League.
Because he's a local champion.
But there you go. So you need to do it at the next level. Because when you put him at that next level, he goes up to high regard, high esteem. Doing like what? Steven Gerrard, you're talking... Lampard, you're talking... If you want to go further, you know... The Dan Xavi, if he can really do it consistently, like, he goes up to a real high level. If he can win all those trophies.
Local champion.
But right now, it's just a local champion.
That's it. 10. Who's the 10?
I've never called Conor Gallagher, you know.
Gallagher. We've got a lot of debates, you know. They're saying Smith Rowe, they're saying Gallagher, they're saying Mount, they're saying this.
No, Mount can be big.
Mount's got good stats, though. He's got real good stats to be the 10 in this team. He's Chelsea's top goal scorer.
How many goals?
I don't even know how many goals, but he's Chelsea's top goal scorer. No, Mount. You got Gallagher here.
I want for Gallagher.
I want to put Rafinha on this team, though. I think Rafinha's been really good.
No,
Bowen's got a case to play in this
he's
team.
had a late surge, yeah?
No, it's been the whole season.
Is it the whole season?
I think it's been good the whole season.
I mean, talking about the form, this summer form has been a real late surge. Like this extra.
There's a lot of people you can put in this 10 role. There's 10, the 10. Even Madison, he started to like heat up.
Yeah.
He started to heat up. Guys are starting to heat up for the 10. So you're saying Gallagher?
I want for Gallagher personally.
What did you say?
It has to be, man. Emil Smith Rowe.
You got Smith Rowe here?
Yeah, man.
He doesn't start though.
It's the last like month or so.
He doesn't start.
That's been like the last month, but right from the first game, that game against Brentford is when I gave him the nod. Like, this guy has
He's
arrived.
good. He's arrived this
This
season.
guy has arrived. Like that game against, even though we lost, what I saw from him that day, it was like elements of different types of number 10s. He had the vision of Ozil. He had the touch of KDB. He was just
couldn't
everywhere.
finish.
He was bursting like caca.
Couldn't finish though.
He was doing everything. Well, now
He can score now.
Yes, but now he's got a couple goals.
So we've
I
got
need
you
an
guys
Arsenal
from.
player in there, yeah.
You're going Gallagher. Me. I'm going between the two of those. See, now I've got the decide and vote.
So maybe we need to put you first next time.
Yeah, put me first for the wide man. I'm gonna put Gallagher. I think Gallagher's been really impressive this season.
Yeah.
His performance against Man City, I think that's probably arguably the best from the lower league teams this season. So that's why I'll put him there. I think, do you know, football's kind of become like the NBA. Do you know, like, what's your performances on the main stage in the biggest games? You know, where the lights are brightest. That's why, you know, and I knocked Smith up because aside from Spurs, the TV games.
United, he scored.
United, he scored, but you know the goal was. Aside from the goal, what did he? I think Odegaard was better than him in that game. Everton. Did he? I don't think he played. I think Odegaard. Was it Odegaard?
It was Odegaard.
Yeah, we were bad. They were all bad. That it just in those market games. Okay, Spurs, he was good, very good. Leeds, he came on. But I think the Man United game sticks in my craw because I was like, Arsenal are a better side than Man United, and we didn't really impose ourselves there. Yeah, it was really poor, really poor, really poor. So left wing.
Left wing. Maybe a curveball. What's your first?
Rafinha.
Fair enough.
I'm going Rafinha.
I'm tempted to go forward, man. I'm tempted because, again, I watched this kid play and it's like a throwback player, like the stuff he does.
He's my favourite player. I think he's my favourite player to watch.
It's...
You know what he does? Like, even yesterday he didn't play well, but he's always available for the pass. Like, he's always an option. And that's, when I see a player that's not scared to receive the ball in those half spaces and tight space, it's so encouraging because not a lot of people want to do that.
You're right about that, but it's not even that particular aspect of his game for me. It's his ability on the ball. Like, we've all had this debate about players now being robotic. To me, he's not robotic. Like, he's the Kakas of the world. He's the Ozils of the world. He's that type of silky player that unlocks the key or can get a goal. No, man, I love watching him.
He's one of my favourite players to watch. Like, it just makes it happen. How about you, Melo? What are you feeling?
For the left side, so you went further.
Yeah.
I went with Rafinha.
Well, I went with someone else. Thomas Foden was in my crew, but the guy I went with was Maximin. What? What? Gave him a shout. I put him up there. He's been a breath of fresh air. You talk about robotic. This guy is the most flairful player in the Premier League probably last couple of years.
That's true.
Boxer tricks. I mean, I really stuck my neck out, gave it to St. Max. Of course, Newcastle back the relegation, but that's not really on him per se. I mean, wow. I mean, he's been a breath of fresh air. He's so direct. You can't stop him one-on-one.
You can't.
But
the end product is...
The end product's improved.
Why I would have Rafinha over St. Maximin is that Leicester haven't won a game where Rafinha hasn't played.
Is it? Is that
That's
true?
not
Yeah. Leeds haven't won a game which he hasn't played.
I can see that.
Yeah, and when he has played, he's put 60% of all their goals have something Rafinha goal assist.
Goal assist.
But he's been so good this season, and you know he's going to the next level. That's why I would have Rafinha over.
How old is he?
I think he's 23.
He's got 8 goals and 2 assists this season. Not bad.
These good stats for Leeds.
25. I
25.
think he has 5 and 3. He gets way less chances than Rafinha does. Like, way
But
less
he
touch of the ball.
misses chances.
Yeah, he could be a bit more clinical.
And he's injury prone. How many games did he play?
He played 20 games this season.
Has he played 20 league games?
Is it league?
20 league games, yeah.
Well, I'm shocked that he's even played every game. It was good against Man United, I can't even lie. Even Joe Linton was good, so who we going? Ultimately, who we going out of these three?
You said Foden. No, you said Rafinha.
You said Rafinha, you
I
said
said
Foden.
Foden.
I'm going to go Foden because I had Foden right there as well.
Okay.
We go Foden then, as he's the premium talent. Right wing, I think this is undebatable.
Salah.
Of course it's Salah, yeah.
Oh, Salah.
I think Salah right wing. Up front, I think this is the worst position.
Yeah.
This is the hardest one to pick.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I went Dennis.
I hear that.
What?
I want him ahead,
He's got like 8 goals. He's up there.
Premier League are starving for a star striker right now.
Into Haaland. He's waiting.
Yeah, we need Haaland to come, fam.
Into
The way
Dennis.
Kane has declined, this used to be automatic Kane
Yeah.
for... Who going? Who going up top?
Shit, you said Dennis, bro. The Premier League is starving right now. It would have been... How many goals has Lukaku got?
Hey, look,
6 or something.
bad. Tuchel was pulling him out yesterday.
Oh my god.
He was, he's been injured, missed a few games, COVID and that, but
Mm.
yeah, he's not been the greatest.
Premier League is starving, bro. I don't even know, you know. I'll probably go with... Probably do a City, go with a false 9.
You can go false 9. Who would be the false 9?
Mahrez.
You playing Mahrez?
Mahrez or Sterling.
Man had Mahrez and Sterling. Who's your 10?
I want
Who's your
Jota.
striker? Wow, man, guys are hating on Jota recently. Ever since they called him a girl. Look, this is awful, man. The striker, Antonio didn't get a shot.
He was good at the start, but now it's
tailed
kind
off.
of tailed off a bit.
I'm trying to think of strikers. Look, is it?
Dennis is up there. I literally went with the goals. I mean, so, unless you play Salah up front,
Then who you playing on the right?
gives you option to put Rafinha and whoever you want to
Bowen and
Probably
all those
Mahrez.
guys.
Yeah.
No, Mahrez still.
Mahrez.
Mahrez. He's City's top goal scorer this season.
Is it Mahrez?
Yeah.
Mahrez. So, what? We're putting Salah up top? And then put someone on the wide?
You can if you want to, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do? Tell me.
Salah plays up top for Egypt.
He does. He's the only goalsman they have, though.
Yeah.
But he hasn't. I don't think he's played up top much for Liverpool this season.
Yeah, not at all. They've always had Joao Firmino fit. So.
I would say, up top, maybe. It's just bad, isn't it? Vardy
Roy's got goals, but hasn't been playing well.
doesn't play
But
well.
that's the thing that, as analytics, the economists and accountants and statisticians and all this stuff. Because people don't watch games, they just watch highlights and stats.
Yeah.
Vardy's been awful, man.
I've been victim as well. I mean, sometimes I'm just too busy to watch highlights and stats, but
So, how about Jimenez?
he's been alright.
Yeah.
It's been alright. Tony, nice, tailed off. I thought Tony was gonna do bits this season.
Yeah. He came with the hype still.
I might even put Ronaldo there, but
Actually, yeah. I'm gonna do that. That's my choice, Ronaldo.
that's by default.
Yeah.
That's on name by on Insta. Just as being Jota was good, but recently I was like, I've been watching Jota, I'll be like, what are you on? Like,
So go Ronaldo, yeah?
yeah, let's go Ronaldo.
I mean, yeah, fair enough, Ronaldo. So the team is DDG, Trent, Rudiger and Van Dijk, Cancelo left side, Conor Gallagher, Rodri and Bernardo, Salah, Ronaldo and Foden.
Ronaldo's the most questionable question mark on that team. It could have been Jota.
He's just there by default.
It's just there by default. No tackles.